integration in logical learning.
Today's lesson: differences between clause phrases. A group of words which makes some indications but not complete sense is called a phrase. On the river of great wealth, how to do it, a bed of roses off and on. Each of the above groups of words makes some indications but not complete sense, but itself each conveys only a disconnected idea of place, manner or time, and requires something else to be added onto it to make its sense complete. A phrase, a group of words, often does the work of an adjective, adverb or noun in a sentence. A phrase does not contain a finite verb, but it may contain a non-finite verb like infinitive, participle or gerund. In itself, a phrase cannot make a complete sense, but does have meaning with its relation to some part of the sentence in which it appears. Adjective phrase: he is a wealthy man. He is a man of wealth. They belong to a hill tribe. They belong to a tribe dwelling in the hills. In A, wealth, wealthy and hill are used as adjectives, qualifying the nouns man and tribe respectively. In B, the groups of words, that is, phrases of wealth and dwelling in the hills, qualify the nouns man and tribe respectively, just like adjectives. Thus, they are called adjective phrases. A red coat, and adjective phrase, a coat of red color. Here, in first sentence, red is used as adjective of the noun coat, and in the second sentence, a coat of red color. Again, this is working as adjective and qualifying the noun a coat. A golden bangle. Golden is the adjective. A bangle made of gold. This is made of gold is adjective phrase. A popular hero. Popular is adjective. A hero liked by the people. Liked by the people is the adjective phrases. He spoke to me rudely. He spoke to me in a rude manner. He is sleeping now. He is sleeping at this very moment. In A, rudely and now are used as adverbs, modifying the verbs spoke and is speaking respectively. In B, the group of words, that is phrases, in a rude manner and at this very moment, modify the verbs spoke and is sleeping respectively, just like adverbs. They are called adverbial phrases or adverb phrases. He fought bravely. Here, bravely is the adverb. He fought in a brave manner. A brave manner is the adverbial phrase. She came soon. Soon is the adverb. She came in a short time. A short time is the adverb phrase. I live there. There is the adverb. I live at that place. At that place is the adverbial phrase. These phrases are qualifying the verbs, and adverbs also do the same, so they are adverbial phrase. Noun phrases: I love books. I love reading books. Forgiveness is a noble quality. To forgive one's enemies is a noble quality. In A, books and forgiveness are used as nouns. In A, books is the object of the verb love, and in 2A, forgiveness is the subject of the verb is. In B, the group of words, that is phrases, reading books and to forgive one's enemies are used like nouns. In 1B, as the object of the verb love, and in 2B as the subject of is. Thus, they are called noun phrases. A group of words which forms part of a sentence and contains a subject and predicate is called a clause. He is a man of wealth. He is a man who possesses wealth. The first group of words of wealth makes some indications but not complete sense. It is a phrase. The second group of words who possess wealth contains subject and a predicate of its own and is thus like a sentence. A clause is the smallest unit of a sentence. The basic knowledge of clauses gives us tremendous power to construct sentences, to express our thoughts in various forms, and to introduce style and freshness in our writing. We should live where the climate is good. Main clause. The clause "we should live" makes good sense by itself and hence may stand by itself as a complete sentence. It is therefore called the principal or main clause. Subordinate clause. The clause where the climate is good cannot stand by itself and make good sense. It is dependent on the clause "we should live." It is therefore called a dependent or subordinate clause. A subordinate clause which does the work of an adjective is called adjective clause. I have lost the book that he gave me. A subordinate clause which does the work of an adverb is an adverb clause. Go where you place. A subordinate clause which does the work of a noun is a noun clause. I do not know how he did it. Phrase is a group of words and a clause is also a group of words. A phrase contains no finite verb, may have subject, but a clause has a subject and a predicate. A phrase has no definite meaning, a clause has a meaning of its own. A phrase, to obtain a definite meaning, it should be used in a sentence. For a clause, it forms part of a larger sentence. Finite verb is the real verb which is controlled by the subject and has different tenses. I saw him, he eats rice, etc. Non-finite verbs do not have any subject and tenses. They could be gerunds or present participles, having written, being written, etc. Or infinitives, to write, to be written, etc. Or past participles, only written. Hopefully you have loved this video. Stay with us. Thank you for watching.